Hey guys, I wanted to show you what I've been up to, getting ready for winter today. Beautiful day, November day. I don't know what the temperature is, probably close to 65, 70, which is rare for this time of year. But I've been working on getting this chimney ready, using Selkirk Metalbestos chimney pipe and their through the wall kit. And I'm going to give you a little bit of tips and tricks on how I got it to work for me. All right, so we're up on the ladder and you can see kind of how I have this set up. So the through the wall kit comes with this elbow here and this platform, and it comes with a thimble inside and outside, and then it comes with the through the wall pipe. The through the wall pipe it comes with is 9 inches long, and they say it needs to extend into the house at least 4 inches. So it's a little curious. I guess that would be for 2x4 walls. I have 2x6 walls plus kind of a rain gap behind this siding. So the other challenge is the adjustability here doesn't get you out very far from the house. So I'm about halfway adjusted out, and that's just barely getting me past my soffit and drip edge. So I built it out just a little bit on this, and that way if I end up residing, I'm going to end up residing right over this. This will be my sheathing, and I can actually reside right over this thimble if I want. So the thimble's not required if you're using this pipe to go through the wall, is my understanding. This is the triple wall pipe, insulated, but I think it makes it look cleaner. So of course, sealant, this is Lexel sealant. It's not perfect, but I figure that'll help. And then these are 3-inch lag screws going into there. Also the bracket they send to connect to the house is just to keep it 2 inches off the wall. They sell an adjustable bracket, but it's, I think it was like $140, and it's just basically this same sheet metal bracket with some screws on it that can adjust. So I actually kind of bent this. I'm gonna put a piece of wood or some washers here to hold this tight, and then made some spacers here. So this actually holds it on pretty tight. It needs one of those every 8 feet. So that's fine for my application. And then of course it's going to go up higher than it is right now. It's going to go up at least another 8 feet above the roof line. And I have a roof kit that's going to connect the top pieces to the roof and kind of it'll pull this back, so that's a little bit more level. It's just a little bit out of plumb right now. The pipes I got, these ones were all used and they're in pretty good shape. One of them I'll show you had some damage. I didn't end up using that. I ordered 2 pipes. They lock together. It's an 1/8 of a turn lock mechanism, and then it has this screw clamp that holds them together. One thing in the instructions that wasn't clear is, in general, this just sits on this lip here. There's a lip here, and this elbow just sits on that, and they're okay with it. It says in earthquake zones, run a screw through this lip. You can see I ran a screw through here. That's just to hold it on there, which I think is better, but I guess it's not required. So that's what I have going on the outside. I'm gonna get some more pipe. I actually got delivered today. Much cheaper just to order it than to get it locally. I priced it out. And I'm gonna go another 8 feet above this with there's a cap that goes on it. Here's Bandit. just throw the ball for him. So this is the piece of pipe that I got used that was damaged, and you can see the inner pipe. It's basically an inner pipe, just a single walled stove pipe, and then it's insulation, like a rock wool insulation, and then it's this outside pipe, and the seam on this one busted, and this got full of all kinds of soot and ash, so it can't really be screwed back. And you can see, I don't know if water was getting in here or what, but this one's damaged. The rest of them look good. And I've seen some people talking about how this inner liner is galvanized, the outside is stainless. The ones I've seen, the new ones I've seen, seem to all have stainless on the inside also. But this pipe is lifetime warranty to the original owner. So if you can prove receipt with receipts that you bought it, they'll honor it. I think it's like, they say lifetime warranty, but it's like 75%. They'll reimburse you 75% within a certain period of time, and then 50% of your purchase price within a certain period of time. So not really lifetime. And from what I've seen there, it doesn't look like it will last a lifetime, but just so you guys know. So go in the cabin, it'll be a little bit dark. This is the inside where that pipe sticks through. So you can see the way my walls are built, 2x6 here, and then this is a true 2x4 rough cut. So it's just 2 inches, and then the siding is on the side of that. So my walls are pretty thick. So that's why that 9-inch pipe would work. But I ordered an 18-inch pipe, so that's in through the thimble, a little bit of reinforcements there. I put in just to help hold that chimney on the side of the house. It doesn't call for any special bracing, but just the way this siding is, I want it to be a little bit extra strong. So essentially my big wood stove is gonna sit right here, and it'll go up and out right there. I'm gonna use cement board right now, just as a fire shield, and on some galvanized metal on the back side of the stove. Has a 36-inch requirement to flammables or combustibles, so the stove will end up sitting about 3 feet off of that wall. And of course there'll be concrete board and some other things I'll do to make sure it's all fireproof. This is the stove. It's a big stove. It's the Alpiner. It's a Fisher knockoff made in Canada. It has a pretty good following. I've looked into it. Should be able to heat the space. It'll be interesting to see how I can get the heat to carry from this side of the house to that side of the house, but I'm not too concerned with it right now. And you can see I'm working on just getting this wall ready for the cement board. So I have this neat product. Let's see if I can find it. It's over here. So this is a metal mesh. I think it's a stainless mesh. And what I'm doing is I'm putting that in this gap between the siding and the framing, because that's where, of course, mice can get up in really easily, the way this was built. And you can see from looking around the infestation that was here. So between the spray foam underneath the house, the whole underneath of this wood is now spray foamed. I think 8 inches, 6 inches of closed cell, and I'm gonna run this mesh around. I've been stapling it in just to hold it, and then I'm spraying spray foam in here. I'm not too concerned. Some people will say that's going to mess with the airflow in the rain screen, but you can see again the way it's been built is horizontal stringers are what the siding's nailed to, so air can't really get up through there, but mice can. So you can see, here's an example. I put that mesh down and then I filled it with foam. This was kind of a trial to see how this would work, and it looks like it's going to work pretty well. And then what I can do is insulate this wall with rock wool, and then I can put my cement board over it. I put some cement board on the floor. Eventually I'll build a nice mantle for the stove to sit on, but for now we're just going to get it up and running. The other clearance is the single wall pipe that'll connect to that from the stove is supposed to be 18 inches from the ceiling, which this will be even once I have a finished ceiling in. So I think we're in pretty good shape, and pretty soon we'll be able to fire up the stove. I fixed some gaskets on it, and then I'll need to put some new fire brick in, and then once we get it up and running, I'm gonna kind of grind or use a wire wheel on the outside of the stove, and I will put some stove black on it, and then we'll burn it pretty hot to set that in. That gives off some fumes. Ideally you want to burn that outside, but this stove is so big and heavy, I'm just going to do it in here. I don't really have anything in here that can't get smoke smell in it. It'll wear off anyways, so we'll get that going. You can see windows are in on both sides of this room. I fixed these headers, and I need to run some more tar paper as backer for my insulation. So I'm basically running my tar paper just on this back here. The tar paper goes on the back side of these studs just to kind of act as a windshield from any air that can get through these cracks in the siding, but also keep any moisture from getting and saturating the insulation. And then on this side, I'm going to run a vapor barrier. So that's the plan, and I'll get you guys updates as we go.